Alright, a white perch. First one I've caught today. You hook those guys in all some weird places, guys, because they actually come up off the bottom and fight over the bait. If you ever have a live scope around one and see it. Usually if one of them pays attention to your bait, a whole bunch of them's going to. Alright, let's see if we got another white perch. First fish I caught was a white perch. Now it's a crappie. Yeah, it's a crappie. About time. That's the first white perch I've caught today, and I've caught quite a few crappie on some other baits. But we wanted to try the Willow Tail. Because the Willow Tail is usually a good cold water bait. It's good in the spring. He's about 10.5. I was wondering because it was a group of them together, about 6 or 8, and they was holding the bottom really tight. And that's what the white perch do. And when the fish came up after the bait, 2 or 3 came with him. And that's what white perch do. All these little marks. Fish. Yeah, there's not as many here. I'm not seeing as many as I usually see on a fishing trip. My live scope I've been working on, I've done the update, and it's a little jumpy, I think. See how, look at me, it's jumping, see here? There's a fish. Not all. I'm throwing at different ones, you know, just throwing around. See those at 35, 40 feet, and this bait I can only throw to about 45 feet. Cause I got a 1/16 on this. I was using that heavier jig head. Oh, I could get them out there 60 feet and so forth, throw at them. I could throw further than that, but you get past 60 feet, it gets hard to see your bait. You know, I watch some of these guys fishing, showing you all the bait, and they're going like that, and the bait's right here. Well, look, I'm on 55 feet. Yeah. So, the closer you get to the boat, the easier to see your bait, guys. And the easier it is to find it and keep it in the scope and show it to y'all. Bam. Guys, I'm on my last battery. Huh, white perch. How you like that? Second white perch of the day. I'm on my last battery, so I might have to put the battery pack on when this one dies. Which means I'm going to have the microphone, so it's going to sound a little different. So, just warn y'all ahead of time. This cold weather, the batteries don't last long. Wow. No wonder I thought he felt so big. Tell me how that happened. Does he still count? I don't know how that happened. Had a bite, I set the hook, and there you go. I think sometimes maybe it's 3 or 4 of them around your bait, and one of them smacking at it. The other one swims over past it, and you set the hook. The fish that was smacking at it, he don't get hooked, and the fish that was above him, yeah, he was just in the wrong place, wrong time, right? Man, all right, guys, I moved a couple of miles, about 1.5 miles. Heading back in, and I thought I'll stop and check a spot here. And the boats are still fishing where I usually do, but you know, the fish are everywhere. They're not in one little spot. Like I said, there's no secret spot this time of year. They're scattered. I've never fished right here. Well, I'll say this. I haven't fished here probably for a month or so. I don't think I fished right where I'm setting. He's hooking that bottom lip. I can't grab a hold of it. There you go. I have fished over in there, okay, this year. I've never fished right up in here. But it doesn't make any difference. He's about 10 inches. Like I said, they're scattered, they're running the bottom, they're moving. There's a boat up here in front of me fishing, there's 2 behind me around the corner. Bam. Alright guys, like I said, I'm just kicking along my trolling motor. When I see some fish, I throw at them. Where are you going? That's a crappie. Like I say that because I'm catching some white perch. Y'all gonna see some of those probably. I might just leave a couple of them in there. I catch a few once in a while. And some of them are right decent. But usually they're in a group. These fish right here, one here and one there, they're scattered a lot. Decent fish, though. He's about 10 inches. I don't think this one's very big. No, he's not. We'll flip him up here. He's a crappie, though. He had the right attitude. He knew what to do with it. Willow Tail, didn't he? If you open your mouth, I'm going to have to grab you and take the old slime off of you. He's about 7 inches. Bam. Wow. He fighting me hard. He's still a decent fish. All right, guys. I'm catching some. He's about 9.5. Wow. Wow. Y'all heard my line crying? Make the 4-pound test cry, didn't it? There you go. About 6 of them. I'm just drifting along, guys, running the trolling motor. And about 6 of them was out there at 50 feet. Bam, there's one of them. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. There's the Willow Tail. I had to put it on that big head. I did switch it. That's a nice crappie, guys. He's 13. Maybe 13.5. The Willow Tail. This is sunshine color. Lake Country Baits is where you can find them, guys. All right, guys. I was pushing that because I knew my battery was dead. I was on the last one. I'm on a power pack now. But anyway, I was saying, after I threw the fish back, this is the Willow Tail, sunshine color. Okay. I got it on a big old, this is just a live bait hook, guy. Live bait jig. I'm using that because it's heavy and these fish are moving. I seen these fish coming up with my live scope. I threw ahead of them, missed them. They kept moving. So finally I turned around and threw back behind me at them. And I must have got in the right place that time. And one of them grabbed it. So there you go. Willow Tail, the sunshine color. Find it on Lake Country Baits. Hey, my name is Dennis, Fishing Lake Country, guys. See y'all next time. Appreciate y'all for watching.